Happy New Year, and welcome back to Simpler Times. Even though this splash text says in dev, we're actually playing Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 because we can. We could maybe go back and find some other versions, but we're going to start with this for now. Let's jump straight into just a brand new world, and we're just going to call this Welcome Back. Should we use a custom seed? We could use a custom seed. Let's try... zombies and skeletons. Please be nice. I bruise easily. Like how the text just goes outside of the box here. Okay, I'm thinking outside the box quite literally with this one. And here we go. We just dropped onto a beach. Beautiful. Actually, that's a pretty nice spot right off the hop. The sound effects, of course. The sand doesn't sound like you're stepping in a wet litter box, which is nice. Just thinking I should maybe... I did run some audio tests before I started doing this, so hopefully those sound effects aren't... Yeah, they are going to be pretty loud, aren't they? Let's maybe... drop that by half, because part of the idea of this is to actually enjoy, you know, all the things that made Minecraft so beautiful back in the day. And it still is a beautiful game now, don't get me wrong, but I have been craving a simpler time on the internet, a simpler time in creating, where you just turned on a microphone and played your favorite game and let the moments create themselves. Okay, so we're on this beach. This is a beautiful spot, and I don't really want to spend too long, you know, looking for that perfect place to build a base, because honestly, any place can be pretty good, and this is already not bad. What I am going to do, though, is pull up our very much simpler F3 screen, and we're going to go straight to the 0 by 0 point, and I'm going to just basically build my base there, because then if I get lost anywhere, I just have to go back to 0 by 0 to find it. So we're going this way. Now, does it not even say what direction I'm facing? Right, it doesn't, because back in the day, all we had was the sun, and if you stare up at the sky for a moment, you'll see the sun coming toward the center of the cursor, which means that direction is east, which then would mean that this is north. Bearings achieved! So we're heading north, and slightly west. Mostly north, and hopefully we don't end up landing in the middle of water somewhere. We can, yeah, I just like how much simpler the F3 screen is, you know? I don't remember that. Why did these mobs have numbers above them? I guess that's pig number 4,240. Wow, okay. One of my kind of philosophies, I guess, is the word I've been adopting to describe them for things, is that the mark of a great game is when years and years and years later you can still play it and still discover things you didn't know about it. That means it's a very, very in-depth, highly detailed, highly immersive, awesome game. Okay, we've reached the 0 point on our Z/Z coordinate, and 0 point on our X coordinate is right here. Our first block broken is on the 0 by 0 coordinate right here. Let's go. And with that, we are going to set up. And let's see here. Right, you cannot hold down your right click and just drag through to fill things. That one's going to take a bit to get used to. I'm going to put this right at the 0 by 0. I might move it later, but for now it can live there. Let's get some tools going. Now, in the spirit of old-fashioned, I feel like old-fashioned is wrong, but if I like the word simple. Simple is a great word. In the spirit of simplicity, the edits I'm going to do, you know, cutting out sections I don't need, this, that, I'm going to attempt to use Windows Movie Maker on my recently rebuilt Windows Vista system. I know what you're thinking. Windows Vista? Seriously? Reason being is that the system I rebuilt is actually one of our old family PCs, which ran Vista, except we had, you know, stripped it down to very bare minimal, so it actually worked half decently, and this one is basically a rebuild of that. Yeah, including actually like all the original game saves and data and stuff that I brought over from the original PC that I've been hanging on to for literally years, with the whole idea that eventually I will rebuild the PC and put it back to its rightful place. And now it's there! Haha! This PC that I'm currently playing on and recording from is definitely not that one, because while it is fun and it is classic, if I were to try and fire up recording software and Minecraft on that thing, I would like to think that it would probably crap itself in about 6 different ways. So we're not going to do that. Oh my goodness, it's so dark down here. So it could be a monitor bias, because on my other screen, where there's a preview of this recording, it's a lot more visible. So I can't be entirely too sure how it's going to look across other screens until I see the final product. But we'll get there. Here's a furnace. Now, a lot of people use like the golden rule where you have to replant every tree that you cut down. I kind of do a half and half on that. For example, these trees right here at the 0 by 0 point, I'm not going to, because I'm going to use the space to build things. But designated areas that I'm going to actively tree farm in, they will be replanted. But these ones we can chop down, we can clear out some space here. One thought that comes to mind is that it will start to get dark fairly soon, so I might want to get a bed going. If not, at least shelter underground. I have the difficulty set on hard mode, because why not? Makes me think back to the days of the Cubic Matter Minecraft server, which I think was actually on early to mid-ish beta releases when we started that. So we probably did play 1.7.3. I remember 1.8. I feel like 1.8 was really big during the CM Minecraft era. And we had that server set to hard, and I had a hard time with it, but... Really? Okay, that pig just decided that apparently it doesn't contain any meat of any kind. I'm trying to remember. Were carrots and potatoes a thing back then? Or do we just have wheat? One thing that is cool, no bone meal nerf, so skeleton grinders are even more of a precious thing to have. I thought there were some sheep around here, but now they seem like they are not. Anybody who ends up watching this video who has known me for a long time or long enough, specifically my Minecraft history, will know that I have a creeper curse, and that has not changed. So we're going to find out, I guess, if I'm going to absolutely have problems with that as the world progresses here. I guess, the old cow sound effects. Okay, I got leather before I got meat from you either. Fair enough. Do cows not... Yeah, cows drop meat quite clearly. No, I'm pretty sure they do. I know sheep don't drop meat yet. That didn't come for until a lot later. But I'm gonna have to just kill you for the wool because I don't have any iron for shears yet. Oh, listen to that music. Isn't it so beautiful? I feel like that is probably still pretty loud. I'm gonna drop that a little more. Realistically, these are things I should have tested a little better beforehand, but hey, in the true 2009, 2010, somewhere in there spirit of Minecraft editing, Minecraft recording, did we all really do all of that? I don't think so. I think we just kind of winged it, and then what happened, happened. Ha! I got bacon! Well, pork chops, actually, but... Wow, that is still really loud. Oh, you know what it might be? I'll turn this down a little bit too. I think perhaps that the sound effect change doesn't take place until the music restarts, so we might just be stuck with that really loud music for a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and cook up some pork chops here. I'm gonna have to dig in underground because we do not have enough wool for a bed yet. I'm gonna make one of these. You only get one door per craft, not 3, which is I'm not mad about that, honestly, because I do find the door thing gets awkward. Do I have enough for a shovel? I kind of do. Actually, where is that hole I just started digging? Hello? Hole? Where are you? I didn't want to make you directly on top of the 0 by 0 coordinate. There it is. I think we're just going to come down into here and kind of hollow this out a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit of glitchiness going on. If I were to compare like modern Minecraft versions, what are we? 1.2, 1.10 now or something? 0.11, I think, compared to beta versions in terms of what's more glitchy. That's a tough one because some glitches have lasted in Minecraft for so long, or bugs, or whatever you want to call them, that they're basically features at this point. I'm literally using my other monitor to see what I'm doing because my main screen is so dark that I can't. We're just gonna basically carve out a shelter for the first night here because I don't have a bed yet. I think what we should do is either make another crafting table down here or bring the other one down. And there we go. Okay, there's still a tiny bit of daylight I can pop up here and grab. Right, it takes so long to break furnaces. Why? I don't know, but it does. Okay, there we go. Hide me. The mobs are coming. I know they're coming. Bad things happen tonight. But at least the furnace will give us a little bit of light. Well, if I had anything else to cook, it would. Also, no hunger bar. So this is purely for restoring health, which is not a bad thing. Considering it's nighttime, I'm going to stick that there. Let's also get another crafting table going. I want to leave the other one up there to mark out the 0 by 0. So, also, I think this is the version where chests still take up an entire block. Yes, they do. Tuck the leather away in there and the wool. And I should make a shovel while we're at it. Maybe a couple more pickaxes. I'm gonna need a few more sticks. I'm not just gonna spend the first night hiding in this hole not doing anything. We are going to go down into the depths. I'm gonna hang on to the wooden one. We'll put it here. And then I've got this and some sticks so I can make a few more as I go. We could actually bring this too, why not? Okay. I could bring the furnace as well, but no, we'll come back up. Let us go down deeper. I do apologize if, you know, actually I can bring the brightness up a little bit, I think. Oh, maybe I can't. That's not a thing yet. It's not. Okay, never mind. There is sort of like a childhood satisfying moment here, because as a kid we had like toaster PCs. So playing with fancy graphics on and far render distance and all that kind of stuff was just something that didn't happen. But this old version of Minecraft on my modern system, look at that. 215 megs of RAM. Okay, a little closer to 240, but still. When you had a PC whose total amount of RAM was like maybe 2 gigabytes, I think our better toaster PCs maybe ran 4, but even then it was DDR2, maybe DDR3, something like that. Like, and the OS took up, you know, 70% of that. Minecraft didn't get a lot of wiggle room, and you ended up. We played this game through some horrifically crappy hardware back in the day, and just like that, we've got some coal that allows us to get some light. Let there be light. Huzzah! There we go. Anybody who's been in the dark for the last like 20 minutes can now finally see what's going on. guess it wasn't actually 20 minutes, but it was, you know, close to it. Okay, let's keep going down. I think I got all the coal. Might be a little bit more left, but I think coal veins were bigger back now. I'm not going to do like big dramatic ins and outs on my videos, you know. I'm just going to kind of stitch them together and we'll throw them in a playlist. Oh, we found a cave. So, yeah. What you're watching now is not one continual video, but rather a whole... a few of them put together, but I'm just recording it in one session kind of thing, if that makes sense.